While researching street children in Tbilisi, I spent time with a group of kids who lived day and night on the streets of the capital of the Caucasus nation of Georgia. They were at different times fun-loving and funny, irritating and touching, and at least once they were suddenly and frighteningly violent. This is Borya. He's 13 and from Tbilisi. He took to the streets 4 months ago, tired of his father's drinking binges that led to beatings. I first saw him as a follower. Then the boys got into a turf war with some Roma over begging rights in front of the city's largest McDonald's restaurant. Borya was in the thick of it. Georgi is 12, another capital kid. He fled home because of beatings. He's tough, cocky, and devil-may-care, and he's a risk-taker. And this is Kakelo. He's 13 and the natural leader. He's highly intelligent, the best and the brightest. He's also a manipulator, and he's entirely lovable. This lady, owner of the internet cafe where he and his friends sleep most nights, says she wants to adopt him. Kakelo's mother left when he was an infant. His father is in prison, and his alcoholic grandfather used to beat him, so he fled his village for the capital. Morning for these boys begins about 9. They emerge from the internet cafe where they have played computer games until the wee hours, then slept on chairs. Frequently they buy a ticket on a city bus and sleep some more, but today they're off to play and then beg. It's a heady time for them. They are the center of attention and the envy of their street buddies due to my presence. So the roving band is larger than the usual core 3 musketeers. They all act up for more than an hour. Some people are afraid of them, like the shopkeeper. Some are outraged by their antics. They steal flowers from an aged woman, and a passerby gives them a harsh lecture. The 3 boys, though, are a band of brothers. Borya's new second-hand shoes prove too tight, and he can barely walk. Kakelo carries him piggyback up a difficult cobblestone street. Tears come suddenly when Kakelo loses patience over how their best begging efforts have been spoiled by the boys following them because of me. He simply loses it. But his 2 friends are at his side like battlefield comrades. They support and cheer Kakelo, never missing a chance, though, to beg. Finally, with enough money in hand, they set off to treat themselves to a good cleaning at the Turkish baths. Can you make 12 lari on a good day of begging? I can, says Kakelo, proud of himself and his freedom. Members of World Vision's mobile street teams confirm he's telling the truth. Kakelo can make almost $8, nearly €5 a day. That's 240 lari a month for a 5-day work week, the same wages as a municipal civil servant. Of course, begging has its bad days, especially in the winter. But to a kid, it seems like money for nothing. Freedom is intoxicating and eventually addictive for many who opt for the street life. Life is moment to moment. It's propelled by adventures, close calls, and lots of sugar highs. When the kids have enough money, they always stop to eat. Soft drinks and candy bars, junk food. The objective is to end each day with enough money to return to the internet cafe. Otherwise, they sleep in a park or an alley, open and vulnerable. So they pool their money to play and stay all night at the cafe. Violent computer games, cartoons, and kung fu movies fill their nights. No books, no homework. There's roughhousing, but no organized sports. Finally, they find a place to sleep for 3 or 4 hours. Typically, Kakelo then finds some time and space to himself. These kids are almost romantic figures, kind of Tom Sawyer Unchained, after the archetypal irascible boy adventure conjured by American humorist Mark Twain. Their brotherhood and camaraderie are admirable, but they are also adrift, completely without borders, no moral compass, no counsel, and no comfort. They want to be good kids, They love approval and affection, but these are few and far between in their world. Ultimately, they are alone. Their primary concern? Survival. Their environment ranges from indifference to outright hostility. There are times they are in serious danger, and sometimes they are dangerous themselves. If left to themselves, the streets will either kill or consume these children. They will end up in prison, selling drugs, committing petty crimes, or in prostitution. Bottom line, without help, they never will leave the streets.